Have you ever questioned why your legs appear to lose strength as you age, despite your efforts to maintain a healthy diet and active lifestyle? You are not alone. A common belief among older adults is that all fruit is inherently beneficial due to its natural origins. However, the reality that is seldom discussed is that not every fruit is advantageous for those in later life, particularly individuals aged 60 and above. In fact, certain fruits may gradually erode leg strength, contributing to discomfort, inflammation, and even challenges in mobility. Our dietary choices directly impact the well-being of muscles, joints, nerves, and blood flow, especially in the lower limbs. For older adults, the consumption of unsuitable fruit can spell the difference between enjoying strength and mobility and succumbing to pain, frailty, and reliance on others. It is therefore crucial to identify the 7 fruits most detrimental to seniors and to comprehend the specific ways in which they harm leg health. 1. Pineapple. A surreptitious source of inflammation, pineapple is widely regarded as healthful, renowned for its enzyme bromelain, often associated with improved digestion and reduced inflammation. Nevertheless, few people over 60 realize that this tropical fruit, if consumed habitually, can become a significant adversary for the legs. As we grow older, our bodies develop heightened sensitivity to natural sugars and acids, both of which pineapple contains in abundance. Influxes of sugar lead to rapid rises in blood glucose, which over time damage the minute blood vessels responsible for nourishment to the legs. This impairs muscle strength, joint flexibility, and stability. The issue transcends calories. It is a matter of chronic inflammation, especially among those with conditions such as arthritis, joint stiffness, or compromised circulation. Pineapple's bromelain may also interact unfavorably with medication, such as blood thinners, potentially exacerbating inflammation and increasing the risk of bruising or muscle weakness. The detrimental effects can be subtle, yet insidious. What appears to be a nutritious snack may, in fact, foster persistent discomfort and impaired mobility. 2. Bananas. Misleading the muscles. Bananas have long been lauded for their potassium content and ease of consumption. Yet, as we age, our ability to metabolize sugars and starches diminishes. Ripe bananas contain significant levels of naturally occurring sugars and rapidly digestible carbohydrates, leading to swift blood glucose elevation and subsequent insulin spikes. Over time, this dynamic can contribute to insulin resistance, excess weight, especially around the legs and waist, and, most crucially, impeded lower limb circulation. Diminished circulation equates to reduced oxygen and nutrients reaching the muscles of the legs, resulting in increased fatigue, slower recovery, and mounting weakness. Bananas may also promote fluid retention, further compounding swelling and discomfort for those with heart conditions. 3. Grapes. Petite fruit, substantial inflammatory impact. Grapes, seeming harmless and linked by some to cardiovascular health, can in reality pose a hazard to seniors, particularly due to their fructose content. Fructose is processed by the liver, where it is more readily converted into fat and uric acid than glucose. For individuals already contending with joint issues, the buildup of uric acid can precipitate gut, a painful affliction often triggered by seemingly minor indulgences, such as a handful of grapes. Even in the absence of gout, fructose-rich fruits exacerbate inflammation, and this persistent low-level inflammation manifests as tender joints, tight calves, and a gradual decline in physical comfort. For watermelon, the false hydrator. Watermelon evokes memories of summer and is perceived as refreshing and gentle on older teeth. However, behind this pleasant facade is the fact that watermelon has one of the highest glycemic indices among fruits, meaning it can prompt sudden and pronounced increases in blood sugar and blood sugar. For seniors, such fluctuations escalate inflammation, particularly in the lower limbs, and promote fluid retention, leading to swelling and discomfort in the feet, ankles, and knees. The light taste belies its rapid sugar release, which may undermine mobility and exacerbate fatigue. 5. Oranges. Acidic offender. Oranges are commonly consumed for their vitamin C content and supposed immune benefits. Nevertheless, their significant citric acid content can aggravate inflammation in already sensitive joints, compounding problems such as arthritis or bursitis. Additionally, the sugars found in oranges and orange juice contribute to destabilized insulin levels, further driving inflammation, deteriorating muscle and connective tissue health, and reducing daily physical capability and confidence. Green apples, concealed source of discomfort. Green apples are often considered a wholesome, tart, and less sugary fruit option. Yet, they contain high levels of malic acid, which can be challenging for older digestive systems. This acid, while sometimes promoted for its energy-supplying properties, can trigger inflammation in those managing arthritis or fibromyalgia. Furthermore, the natural sugars, though moderate, may provoke blood sugar variances, impeding circulation and leading to recurring calf fatigue, weakness during climbing, or lingering aches after even brief walks. 7. Mango. The sugar-rich culprit. Ripe mangoes, while delectable, are among the most sugar-laden fruits. A single medium-sized mango can contain upwards of 45 grams of sugar, exceeding that of a typical can of soft drink. For older adults with slower insulin responses, the consequences may include chronic inflammation, particularly in the joints and soft tissues, swelling, and degraded muscle endurance. A mango can also inflame nerve endings, making symptoms of neuropathy or diabetes more pronounced. Given these insights, what alternative fruits should seniors consider? Recommended choices for seniors. Rather than eliminating fruit entirely, seniors are encouraged to select varieties that truly support well-being. Berries, such as blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, are replete with antioxidant, low in sugar, and beneficial for blood sugar regulation. Cherries, consumed moderately, can help reduce uric acid, easing gout and arthritis symptoms. Avocados, rich in healthy fats, are non-inflammatory and can stabilize energy levels without the glucose spike. Papaya, gentle on digestion and inflammation, and pears, when paired appropriately with protein or fiber, are also suitable choices. Embracing nutritional intelligence is not an act of surrender to aging, but rather a means to live more vibrantly, intentionally, and comfortably. Rather than allowing dietary habits from earlier decades to dictate current choices, older adults should listen attentively to the body's subtle signals. recognizing that pain and stiffness are seldom arbitrary and may correspond with seemingly innocuous dietary choices. Final reflections. For older adults, loss of mobility signifies a substantial loss of independence and dignity. Yet, meaningful change does not demand drastic alteration overnight. Instead, consider gently prioritizing fruits that promote healing, energy, and comfort, and steadily phasing out those that contribute to inflammation and fatigue. Pay heed to how your body responds, not just the fleeting pleasures of taste, but the longer-lasting impact on stamina, stability, and comfort. There is no blame in having followed well-intentioned advice in the past. Rather, view this as a chance for clarity and self-improvement. Even incremental, informed changes can yield substantial benefits. Let your journey through later life be underscored by wisdom, self-awareness, and conscious choice. In conclusion, safeguarding your physical well-being begins with mindful eating. You deserve mornings without pain, strength to enjoy your years ahead, and the grace that accompanies health. It is not merely about longevity, but about optimizing the quality of your days, starting with each mindful bite. Should you wish to reflect on these ideas or share your experiences, your contributions would be welcome. Let us continue to support one another on the journey towards healthier, more independent living.